What up, YouTube? I'm back. So, Jujutsu no Kaisen is finally here. To be honest, I didn't really know a lot about this show, but the first episode was really good, man. So, we were first introduced to Itadori at the beginning of the episode. It seems like he was actually captured by this dude right there. His name is Goju Satoru. We'll probably see what's going on in that scene later in this season because we didn't know what the hell was happening at the beginning. We weren't introduced to the characters, and Itadori, the main character, was enchained. So we'll have to see what's gonna happen with that scene later on. But it was a great beginning scene because we were kind of not surprised, but we didn't know what was going on. We got to meet some other characters in the show, like Itadori's gym teacher that he actually challenged to stay in his club. We were introduced to some of his club members too, so that part of the episode was the more low key part. It wasn't there wasn't no action. We just got to know Itadori a little bit more, how his character is, his characteristic, and we saw how strong he is. He's really strong physically. We don't know why yet, but we'll probably know more information about him later on, but he's pretty strong physically. Even one of the main characters, I'm guessing, that we were introduced to in this week's episode, when he encountered him for the first time, he felt something. I'm guessing that he felt the curse, maybe, or he felt something about Itadori that was special. Anyway, another character that we were introduced to was Itadori's grandfather, and he was a pretty big part of this week's episode, man, especially at the beginning, because Itadori was calling the hospital to know how his grandfather was doing, but his grandfather actually died in this week's episode, the first episode, which I was really surprised, because it seemed like he was going to be a big part of the series, but he actually died in the first episode. So that was pretty surprising for me. But basically, his grandfather said to Itadori to save the most people that he can, especially the people that are close to him. So that was really interesting. Before his grandfather actually died, he wanted to say something to Itadori about his parents, but Itadori didn't really want to know about it. So I'm pretty interested to know Itadori's, origins, because it seems like his parent maybe was pretty important in the society that we've been introduced to in this week's episode. So stay tuned for all of that, because I can't wait to know what's going on with his family and why he's so physically strong. But anyway, man, we were introduced to another character that we saw earlier in that episode that was pretty cool. His name is Fushiguro, and he actually talked to Itadori at the hospital about a curse that was protecting the school. And if that curse was, kind of unsealed, it would be attacked by some of demons and spirits, in the school. So they had to retrieve that curse, and that curse was actually with Itadori's friends in the club. So that wasn't going well. But there's a lot of things that we don't know still yet, because Fushiguro actually uses a kind of curse, and this curse is like two wolves. So that was pretty interesting, and I really like the animation that they use for these curses. And we already know that it's Studio Mappa that is doing the animation. I think Studio Mappa did the animation for God of High School, or maybe it was Tower of Gods. I don't remember exactly. And they're also doing the animation for the last season of Attack on Titans. So they're doing a really good job when, especially during the fighting scene, and when the demons appear and the curses that Fushiguro used. I thought the animation was great. But yeah, I really like Fushigoro's technique. I don't know exactly what it's called. I don't remember exactly, but I thought it was really cool that he has two wolves to fight with him against these kind of demons. we all know that the demons wanted this finger curse, it seems like it's pretty powerful. They wanted to eat it, and um, because of that, Itadori's friends were going to get eaten too, so this scene right there, it was pretty disgusting. You see Itadori's female friend in the middle, and then his other friends is almost eaten. That was a pretty crazy scene. It's pretty disgusting, and the way that they showed it to us, it seems like the demon was just rubbing his hands around the female character's body, so it was crazy, man. It was kind of disgusting. But then we saw Itadori arrive at the scene giving a punch, to the demon, which was pretty impressive. I really like how they did it when he crashed at the window and then used his hand to kind of slow his momentum and then hit the demon. I thought that was pretty well done. And then there was another demon after that was even bigger, that arrived, and he actually caught Fushiguro. And yeah, man, it was crazy. It was just crazy the way that this episode was going. It reminded me a little bit of Bleach, the way that these kind of demons are there, but the only way that they was able to defeat that demon was by Itadori actually hitting the kind of demon finger, the curse. And Fushiguro told something to Itadori earlier in the episode, that there's a lot of curse energy in that finger. So what did Itadori did is he ate it, to become stronger, to save his friends, so that was a crazy scene. He was pretty strong after that, but while all of that was happening, it seems like his body was getting taken over with, it was getting taken over. But at the end of the episode, Itadori was able to kind of take over his body once again. I don't know how. We know that he's really strong, but how strong really is he, so that's kind of crazy. But there's a lot that happened in that first episode, and I can't wait to see what's coming next. I really liked the opening. It was good. We saw some characters that we're going to get introduced to later on, but I really liked the opening. The OSTs during the episode was pretty good. I'll have to listen to it again, but it was pretty good. So I can't wait, man. It was a great first episode. I can't wait for what's coming next. I don't know how many episodes there is for this season. Hopefully more than 12, but it was a good episode, man. Let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below, and let me know what you think is gonna happen next. I will do Jujutsu no Kaisen reviews every Friday, so subscribe for that. But I also do other anime related things like One Piece reviews coming this Saturday. I will do Boruto Naruto Next Generation reviews also, and then there's some animes coming back soon, like IQ. There's Dr. Stone in 2021, Promise Neverland in 2021 too. So stay tuned for all of that, man. But like, comment, subscribe. It would help my channel a lot. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace.